Our team is the animal kingdom. Our idea involves looking at management through the animal perspective. 4 fictional animal characters that can talk like humans and have great potential to lead. However, each of them suffer from character flaws. The general idea here is we're looking at each character and analyzing their faults and their strengths. We will also be looking at from a kingdom that is falling apart to a kingdom that is now going to be working together with strong management skills and teamwork to accomplish a goal. And that goal is to survive.
In our video, we'll be going over 5 concepts from the book. The first concept is management environment. The management environment in our kingdom is something that is very complex and is something that needs a lot of work on. The next concept is leadership. We see leadership come alive in our story with our main character stepping up and really taking control of the leadership role. We see the next concept, teamwork, come into play when all the characters begin to work together as a team to bring their kingdom back to what it used to be. The fourth concept is communication. We see communication throughout the whole story and is something that is a big part of our kingdom. The last concept we use is culture. Culture is something that defines our whole kingdom and is a big part of our story. All our characters come from different cultures and beliefs, so we see how all the characters have to come together to share the same values.
In this story/plot, we are currently at a stage in the kingdom where the kingdom is starting to segregate itself. Food is low, and it's becoming culturally divided, where everyone is thinking about themselves and not as a team, and the lack of teamwork is making the kingdom fall apart. This is the time where the 4 characters need to learn to communicate with each other and work as a team and show leadership to the rest of the kingdom.
Our target market is our ages, but we have a primary focus on ages of from 18 to 35 because at this age you really learn how to communicate with others and work as a whole. And we chose cartoons because it is an easy concept to follow for all ages.
This will all be explained as we move into our character profiles now. Our first character and our main leader is Mason, the lion. Mason is one of the smartest lions in the kingdom. He's known for being knowledgeable and very educated among all the other animals in the kingdom. Mason is very strategic with how he does things. Though Mason is a strong leader, he still struggles with some issues, such as aggression and decision-making. Though he struggles with these issues, he still has a confidence with his ways and how he moves about in the kingdom. A strength for Mason is his self-confidence. He believes in his ability to be a leader and lead his kingdom, although he can be very arrogant and really look down upon people in the kingdom. These are all things that we will see develop as we move on in the story and as we see Mason grow as a character.
Okay, now our second character, Salvador, the cheetah. Salvador is a really shy member of the kingdom. He's very intelligent, but just lacks the ability to speak up and share his thoughts. He mostly hang out by himself, away from the other members of the kingdom. Salvador has a lot of potential to be a great leader. As long as he opens out his shell a bit, he recently got nominated as head of the real estate in the kingdom. So he hopes this will get his out of the house a little bit more. Salvador were nominated because he's very creative, he's very passionate and energetic, dedicated and hardworking animal. Salvador also has some weaknesses, like he's too idealistic, too altruistic, and too impractical, but he's working on it. He's working to enhance those behaviors. And we will see Salvador open up to speak out through all the story.
The next character we will be looking at is El the Serpent. If anyone is to be found spontaneously breaking into song and dance, it is El the Serpent. He can be caught up in the excitement of the moment and wants everyone else to feel that way too. No other animal is as generous with their time and energy as El. And when it comes to encouraging others, no one does it better. Nor does anyone do it with such irresistible style or flair. However, El actually hides a loneliness that contrasts sharply with the carefree appearance that he gives off. El is very bold. He tells you how it is. He is also very practical, has completely original. Despite all this, he can be very easily bored. He hates to plan. It's hard for him to focus, and he's incredibly sensitive to other people's opinions. We will see this character develop as the story goes on.
Right there.
Our fourth and final character is Doug. Doug is a dog's dog. He's a big Great Dane, and he benches 300 bones. Although he looks threatening to some, he's a very kind person. Doug is very interpersonal and empathetic when it comes to his job. If someone is having trouble with their work, Doug will stop what he is doing and help them out. He is an example of good leadership and is always on time. Although Doug is good at connecting with others and he has a strong sense of duty, he is often seen as too selfless and worried about his social status. Because of his strong sense of duty, Doug wants the best for the company. He wants the best for the kingdom. But he also wants the best for its people. You see Doug start to develop as a more independent leader throughout the story.
This is when we will go over our 5 scenes of our story. In the first scene, this is when we really get a feel for the whole community and everyone in the animal kingdom. We get to see all the characters introduced, and we really get a perspective for what is going on. Episode 1 really goes over the concept of management environment and goes over the whole environment in the kingdom. Episode 2 is a real cleaning up phase. This is when you see the kingdom start to lose their old ways and try to pick up new methods in order to help themselves and become a better community. This episode really goes over the concepts of leadership, communication, and teamwork. Episode 3 is where we take an in-depth look at each character specifically, and we see the management skills that each character has and the skills that they can possess in the future. This is where we really see the concept of culture come out, because we really get to see how these characters are and what cultures they come from. Episode 4 is when we start to see threats come to the kingdom, and we see how the kingdom handles these threats and works together. This again, in this scene, we see a lot of the concept of teamwork come out and how they really work as a kingdom and as a team to fix the issues going on. Episode 5 is really when the kingdom solves their issues and threats that they had in the past. This is when we really start to see all the members in the community work as one and as one whole. This is where we really see all the concepts come together: management environment, leadership, teamwork, communication, and culture.
So far, we have earned both 100 on our first milestone and another 100 on our second milestone. We want to continue this trend as a team. We're going to keep splitting the teamwork down the middle so that each member does their fair share. 2 of the members handle characters, and the other 2 members handle the scenes. And as a group, we come up with the presentation and how it should be presented. As a team, we feel that if we communicate effectively, we will earn success on the rest of our projects.
And that is the animal kingdom.